Hey guys, welcome again. So today we are going to do third house, that is Tritiya Bhav of your Vedic horoscope, that is sidereal astrology. Third house is a very great house for your longevity because it is 8th from the 8th, and any house repeated from that particular house is a very supportive house for that, because the significations are repeated again in a higher order. So third house stands for younger brother, sisters. What is your mental capabilities, like your inclination, likes, dislikes? What is your capacity for thinking? What can you think? What is the approach and the quality of and the quantity of thinking? Your practical brain, that is. And this also governs your short journeys. जब आप आसपास जाते हैं जो कि कम डिस्टेंसेस होते हैं, जो डेली आपके आने जाने का रास्ता होता है, और ये जो कार्यक्रम होता है कहीं जाना आना, दौड़ भाग करते रहना, ये सारी चीज़ें थर्ड हाउस है. थर्ड हाउस से ट्रांसपोर्ट जैसे कि बस, रेलवेज़ आदि भी यहीं से समझ में आता है. देन इफ़ वी गो, so the third house is the possession house of the second. So all the significations of second, your family, your value system, your stored wealth is possessed by this house. So the speech, what is the speech? How do you speak? What is your speech? And the possession of that speech, that means what are you doing with that speech? How you are using that to communicate. That is the gain of your speech through the third. Third will also represent short writings, all the short things, because it is the original house of Mercury. So, and Mercury is a change. Mercury is a changeable planet, It takes the characteristics of the planet, it combines with. So it is a very moldable planet, flexible planet in that case. So the neighbors, your known acquaintances, any larger undertakings you take, all the short writings plus also the short communications. For example, if I'm uploading this video today, so it's a short video, maybe unless and until it's a very long video, that is by the opposite house, that is the 9th house. And also if we can go ahead and check its significations from the other houses. From the first house, it is the third house of valor, of bravery, of courage. So first house is getting the changes here done, like whatever you are changing to your first house, that is to yourself, is greatly governed by this house. And as we can also check out from the other houses, that is from the 4th, it is becoming 12th. So as I explained in the yesterday's video, this comes back to the loss of the 4th house things, the significations like mother, happiness, comforts. If you have a home and if you want to sell it, for example, then the 3rd house has to be activated, because it is showing the loss of the 4th house, the landed properties, the residences, the vehicles you have. You want to purchase a new vehicle by selling your old vehicle, so you have to activate the 3rd. And from the 4th house, this is also the foreign settlements of your mother, foreign settlements of your motherly figures, foreign settlements of all the 4th house significations. So only the life significations are the mother and the mother-like figures. So we come to the 5th house, the first child. It's a very important house for the first child, because all the desires of your first child will be fulfilled by this house. And dear network, circle and friends, as explained in the other video, which stands from the 11th, again it becomes a gain house. From the 6th, it becomes a 10th. 10th is the profession, the highest possible public undertakings, the highest status which you can get. So for this 6th house significations, that is your maternal aunts and uncles, also your servants. So the status and reputation of your servants or those who serve you, not necessarily servants. If you have a business, then your 6th house has to be good, because people under you will be serving you through your 6th house, and you should have trustable employees and people who serve you, so that your business can run without any hiccups. And so from the 7th it becomes the trine, as I explained yesterday, a very dharmic and fortunate house. From the 7th it becomes the 9th. So it is a very good house. From this, it will support the significations of your spouse, the higher research, higher learning, PhD, post-grad education. All this will be governed by your 3rd house for your spouse. Long distance travels, long communications, long negotiations, the guru of your spouse, with the religious belief systems of your spouse or your business partner. From the 8th, it again comes to the 8th. So as the starting of the video I told you, this is the 8th from the 8th. So a very supportive factor for your longevity. This is a critical factor for your longevity, 3rd house. From the 10th, it becomes your it becomes your 6th. So the 6th will be the obstacles, will be the destiny, the unchanged destiny. So from the 10th it becomes the 6th. So it can be an obstacle to your boss, your superiors, and also the change, like for example, changes in health. It could be a disease, it could be an obstacle, it could be an accident also. Any diseases, any competition, any enemies of your superiors would be governed by this. From the 11th, now 11th, as you all must be knowing by now, it is a house of friends, network circles and gains. So from the 11th, it is again becoming a trinal house, that is the 5th house. It will support it or not support it depending upon your personal horoscope. So from the 11th, it again becomes a very important place. And from the 12th, it becomes the 4th. So 4th is the happiness. So if you have to go to a foreign country and settle down there, the happiness will be showing from the 3rd house. So it is again a critical factor. It might happen that you are in a foreign country but you're not happy, the conditions are not good, or you're just not feeling the right vibes there. So that will be shown from the 3rd house, because it is the comforts of the foreign settlement, the happiness from the foreign settlement. Again, we come back to the 1st house. So it is a very supportive house. All the bravery, the courage, the whatever changes, short travels you can make to yourself, the habits, the thinking habits can change from here. So 1st and 3rd is like the person can really be brave, and they can take large undertakings if the positive factors are there, showing here. Now coming back to the 2nd, it is again the gain house, the possession of this. And the body parts for the 3rd house are, see, the 1st house was this, 2nd house is this, then you come down, there's the neck region, then your shoulders and your arms. So this is all the 3rd house. And also the back is also the 3rd, because it's behind here. So this portion will be the 3rd. So likewise the 4th is here, so exactly the opposite of here, the 4th will be there. So this is how the body parts are correlated to each other through the houses. And for 3rd house also, if I can say, it also is all types of publishing, all types of information. So right now we are communicating through social media, so that is also a 3rd house, because 3rd and 11th are both very important for social media, because in social media you are looking for network gains. So that is your 11th house. And 3rd house is media, it is the information. I'm sharing information to you through the media. and uploading it on YouTube. So that is the 11th house. And using short communication also. So it is the third house. So again, third and 11th are being combined here. And also the courage, the efforts, the parakram sthan, it is whatever the जिसे हिंदी में कहते हैं हिम्मत जो आती है वो third house से आती है. If you want to defeat somebody in a war, your third house has to be strong along with the sixth house. Then only you can win over your competition, over your enemies, or any type of winning is done by 3, 6 and 11. And obviously first, because you have to win. So all these things we have to take care about while assessing the third house. And third house is also called an upachya house, that it grows with time. And the original planet in the national zodiac of Gemini, the ruler is Mercury, and Mercury is all about intelligence and all the skills that you acquire. It is also the Updesha. So if an astrologer has to give you an Updesha through communication, that is also the third house. He will use his third house of speech, of communication, of Updesha to communicate the knowledge to you. This was all about the third house. So computers and telegraphy, publishing, printing, documentation, librarians and publishers, books, writing, and brokers, commission, because it's Mercury again, so it's business, it's advertising. So all these things will be covered. So this was a short video about the third house, and don't forget to like and subscribe, please. I need your support so that we can grow together and we can learn from each other as well. This has to be an interactive session, not necessarily that I will keep on speaking, but you can share your views through the comments. So guys, please show some support and let's make it a very good astrological dialogues, conversations, discussions, whatever you can say. So because the main purpose here is to spread awareness about astrology, so and we are all eager to learn here. And so please like and subscribe Divine Astropathy and Healing, and just show some love, and we'll get back to you again for the fourth house soon. Till then, अपना ध्यान रखिए, and peace and love. Bye bye. Take care.